Hi, I'm Carrie Schwelke with the TMC Newsroom, and we're in Miami at IT Expo. I'm joined today by Russ Green, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Product Management of VPI Systems. Russ, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us, Carrie.
Tell me a little bit about your company.
VPI Systems is a networks analytic company. So basically what we do is we take information from the network, how the network's running, what subscribers are doing, how the network's configured, and we present that to the operators in such a way that they can make business decisions about how best to serve their customers now and, more importantly, predict what's going to happen.
Great. So what brings you to IT Expo? What message are you hoping to spread?
Well, there are three main problems that we see happening that we are focusing on. The first one is data search. That's not a surprise to us. Massive growth in data, the introduction of new networks, helping operators anticipate and figure out what to do about that in terms of building and configuring their networks. The second one is understanding basically that more than ever now there's a big focus on cost containment. I think revenue and profitability to pay for this big data investment requires across the board a focus on cost. So even areas that aren't traditionally really highly thought of as growth areas or anything like that, everybody has to be careful. And the third area is new business models for operators. How we as subscribers pay for our services is changing. It's no longer so many minutes a month or so many megabytes. There are more innovative models now that we think we can help a lot with.
Great. And how's the show been for you guys? What have the highlights been?
The highlights has really been for us a lot of discussion on congestion and policy. We have a solution that helps operators predictively figure out when they're going to have problems. So, the great thing about this is that you can deal with the problem before it happens. But I think overall, great keynote speakers, and it's a nice and intimate environment to interact with customers.
Definitely. So tell me a little bit about how you guys distinguish yourselves in the marketplace.
Carrie, the main thing for us is that we're the only people who look at analytics from a network perspective. There are the big data mining and analytic companies that basically look at across all vertical industries, but we have a very good understanding of exactly how wireless and landline networks work. So our spin on that and able to predict what happens there is really our distinguishing feature.
Wonderful. And what's going on in the industry right now that particularly excites you, that you find interesting?
I think for years now we've been talking about this data surge. It's really happening now. Operators are coming back to us. Some of our prospects of a year or two ago, where people were saying we're not sure if we're going to have this problem, are coming back and saying please help us with this now. I think that's a big thing. And the other thing that I mentioned earlier on is really the focus on cost containment. With a new network being built out, a lot of operators haven't got the luxury to take on more people. That's another network that the same number of staff are having to work with. So they're having to get more and more efficient, and we've been able to help them that.
So what's next for you guys?
The next thing really is helping operators look at to move forward in their quest to be more subscriber focused, to help them understand where the money is coming from in the network. Typically network organizations are very focused on cost and efficiency. But we're seeing a lot of focus now on understanding where the money is being generated. So we're going to be announcing a few things in that area.
Great. We're looking forward to hearing about it. Thanks, Russ.
Thank you, Carrie.